Hello, welcome. Welcome to Put It All on Red. I'm Roberta, the tool lady. I have Lana Fawn on with me, and she's
Hi,
going to
good
be talking to
evening,
us
everybody.
tonight. Uh, she's very, 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 hello. She's very knowledgeable. And I talked to her for maybe 15, 20 minutes. And I said, you know what? You share this. This is her ministry. When I talked to her, what she's going to be talking about tonight, financial development, it's her ministry. It's what she has in her heart. When she talked to me, she didn't say, Roberta, you know, what I charge is this or this or this. She was like, I want to make people millionaires. I want to make God's people millionaires.
Mhm.
Then she said, if you want to live a certain way, that's on you. But I got the tools, So she met me because she told me she had the tools. So I said, okay, let me listen. She brought a bunch of things up. She brought up about investing, leaving a $1 million legacy, living for now, living after you live, leaving for your children a legacy. She's got a blueprint, not just for now, not just for tomorrow, but later generations to come, like the word say, your generations will be blessed. And I really believe that God has blessed her to be able to share this story. Now, Lena, would you tell us a little bit about yourself before we get into all this the financial talk? Because I love to talk about finances. But first,
Thank you, Roberta, for inviting me to the show. And the name is Lana, and all my life is like always an entrepreneur. So we like the greater your mission, the greater your commission. The money is always there. So if you can solve big problem and help people, then the money's there. So I've been in America like since 1980, so I'm a Texanese, and by realtor, I'm a financial advisor, counselor, and I'm also a recruiter. So we give people jobs so that way they can make extra income to fix their financial plan. Because a lot of people they don't focusing on the future if they're troubling right now. So if they don't fix the trouble right now, when the future comes, it'll be double trouble. So let's fix it now and then fix the future and then fix that. Is that good?
hold on. Okay, you know what? I like that. I like that. Like I said, hey, you know what? This lady got a plan. She has a plan. I want you still to back the train up. Now you said you were a
The
Texan.
plan?
You've been here since 1980. Is that what? No,
Yes.
not the plan yet. I want to know
Yeah.
more
Back
about
in
you. I want to know about your journey because see, some people are still stuck in the past. Yes. So we want to hear more about where you're from. I know you're a Texan. You've been living here long enough to be a Texan. But where did you come before you came from Texas, Miss Lamb?
from Vietnam, Vietnam, and we were one of the boat people, the refugee, and
Miss
luckily God was rescuing us from the ship. You hear a lot of stories that the pirates were doing bad things to the people. A lot of them didn't make it, and we were glad that we make it first shot. So, I mean, basically, um, I guess God bring us here to the United States for a reason. So when we got rescued in the ocean, the only thing I remember my journey little is the ship was rescuing the little boat. So now I'm up on the ship casting out the floaty for people to catch on. And there's a rope that they need to climb toward because I don't know how to swim, so we're not going to drown. So it's so important, when you have kids and they're young, give them like a journal so they can document their their winning, so they can always go back. So if God help them to overcome one, He'll help them to overcome the next one. We're good.
All right. Okay. You know what? This that by itself was powerful. And I'm going to tell you why. The co-hosted with, I talk about ships. We want them to connect. We want them to ride really well. Now, I want to now what I'm saying is that's very but a big ship saved us while we were on our voyage, right? And I know that was scary. That had to be scary. And it had to be scary for you to come here. And actually, when I talked to you the other day, what I really admired was that you told me, you know what? Roberta, it ain't another Vietnam woman gonna be on this game like this. And I admired that. And
Mhm.
and it's not. And it's not. Not another Vietnam woman willing to reach out, like you said, that big ship
Yeah.
did to your little ship in that ocean. It's not another woman doing that. So I love that. I love that.
The question is, do I have any kids and are they here? I have four
Now,
grown kids.
someone
They are like,
asked, uh-huh,
yeah,
okay,
so I have big kids. They're like Victoria,
okay.
she's the oldest,
So
32,
not
30.
only are you your mom, okay, all right. So you're a survivor all the
And
way
I,
around. So you're a
yeah,
parent, you're an entrepreneur.
and been married for since
I was looking at some
1990.
of your stuff. I seen because you look okay, been married 1990. So you give us a little tools about how to stay married if we get in it, huh?
Yes.
Well, that's all
I
right.
can do a relationship
Now,
class too.
now tell me, because it seemed like to me it was a time. Okay, okay. Now you hear that? She said she got a relationship class for y'all too. But you know what really piqued my interest? She said, I'm not gonna help you get $1,000, Roberta. I'm not gonna help you get 500. This lady told me, baby, I want to make some millionaires. And not only am I concerned about you going on the journey with me, I want your children's children to be on the journey with you when you're
Yes.
gone. Now that's what I heard when I talked to her. She said, "You know, this is deep," because I didn't think we was on. When we talked, we were gonna be talking about. I just had a couple questions I wanted to have to ask her, and she just told me, "Hey," she said, "I'm out here fishing," and she just told me, "Hey," she said, "I'm out here fishing." And she let me know this is her ministry. She wants to teach you a course. Now, if that's your hustle, she ain't knocking it. But that ain't what she asking. She said, I want to help you put you some money in your pocket. Now,
Yes.
would you go ahead and tell us how did you start in this field?
How I started in this field is um, I got my business from University of Houston, 4 year degree in Houston, and I always have always have a passion for learning. So I turned my car into a university on Wheel of Fortune. So take control on whatever that you do. If you're going to listen to something that you can learn, because the more you learn, the more you earn. Okay? Because right now with the technology on YouTube, there's millionaire secret. They're giving us the secret. Steve Harvey, Oprah Winfrey. So, they travel down that path. And all we have to do is just listen and follow it. And especially with so we always need to have somebody who is smarter than us, who is faster than us, who is brighter than us, and then follow them. Because in school they say don't copy from A student, but in real life we need that A student to follow. That makes sense. How can we make millions?
Okay.
Somebody asked. Yes.
Okay. This is already.
We ready? Okay,
Uh-huh.
we have multiple
Yeah.
ways
She
of income.
okay, hold on. Wait a minute.
Okay. That's a question.
Okay. So she's saying with that answer of how can you become a millionaire, have multiple strands of income, make multiple strands of income. And we are all on that. I have multiple strands of income. But I want her to go a little bit more into some of her techniques that she uses because she told me a couple of things. Because what I do, and I'm practicing listening without like solving problems, but I listen. Don't get that wrong. So when she was talking to me, she said, "Hey, a couple of my friends owe me a couple of grand. Ooh, I need to pay her, but I'm just saying." For her to be able to lend a couple of grands to her friends, that's telling me a lot, right? Now, somebody say, "Yeah, we here for it. You my sister. Sister, how you doing today?" So we connected now. So now she did share that part with me. But we want to know, like, what are some strands out there that we can invest in? And I heard you say we got to have friends who are better, and I already doing it. So I heard that A. But I also heard you say we got to be willing to learn.
Right.
So we got to be willing to plug in. And let me show you. When I was waiting to get on here, and I told someone else earlier, I said, have your stuff ready. Because you know what? She laid out something for me so tough within that 30 minutes. I sat there, I was writing stuff down. I just wrote down what she just said just now. The more you learn, the more you earn. She letting you know right here what you need to do. The more you learn, the more you earn. So she telling you, she putting it out there for you on the table. She ain't holding nothing back. Now,
Mm-mm.
tell me what was your first income that you started on? What's your first company you started on?
My first company is my dad. He have like a business, like a
Lena?
car mechanic shop. So he fix car, then I sell, and that's how I got my business degree. And the second one is through the grocery store.
Okay.
So
Uh,
we have some
you
grocery
said
store business. Hmm? And then the third one is to the realtor, real estate.
uh-huh.
And the last one is financial service, which is the life insurance and the retirement. So I have a lot of older friends. So right now they are retirement, and I see big pictures. Some retire with millions, and some retire broke. And so the younger generation, they need to wake up and start planning ahead. So flipping cars was the first one?
Okay.
Yes, flipping car was the
Okay.
first
So
one.
flip.
Oh, let's say you flip cars, you make it check
Okay.
everything out,
Okay.
work, and for the car, I'll probably make $5,000 per car. Then that's all you're gonna be because there's a value to the car. But I was telling Roberta, if you go and work at the McDonald's, you flip hamburger, you're gonna make $10 an hour, flip hamburger. And you flip car, 5,000. How about we flip house? 20,000. How about we flip people? Did you hear me? Flip people?
I
So
hear you.
so
Hey, I'm telling you, I'm listening.
you
Okay.
know with the
Okay.
house
And you
we
doing
hear so
good.
many.
You doing good. Just
Yeah,
uh-huh.
like you hear so many things about people flipping houses, making $20,000. Let's say you hire, what does it take to make the house ready? The plumbing, the electrician, the painting, the landscape. So why can't we have 5 people coming together in 1 week, remodel that house? So if we can remodel the house, make 20,000, why can't we remodel a person?
Mm. Whoa, that's deep.
Okay,
Woo, that's deep, girl.
what does it take to
Woo.
remodel? What does it take to remodel a person? We need to gut out the engine, get out the brain, and put in a new transmission, new engine, new heart, new mind, new fluid, new blood, new fight, and driving on 92 rather than on unleaded. So I have a gift.
Baby, ain't she telling us something else? Ain't she telling us to take this old one and give it on up? Get to clear this old stuff and they put it out on edge of the street. Baby, that's what she just told us to do. If we ain't got no money and we ain't making no money, but we want to know how to make the million that she talking about, I say first of all, we need to. You're right. We need to clear this up because you know what, Lena. I'm gonna tell you, some people don't even want to talk about money, but we need money, but they don't want to talk about it. And if you talk about it, it's almost, for lack of word, it's almost taboo to even talk about. Oh, well, I want to make this $1,000,000, or I want to do this. It's almost like shunned that that is your goal with oxygen. And that's right. That's true. But we are shunned when we talk about it. And it's so healthy for us to be having this dialect. And I'm so grateful that you joined me tonight because I would love to have you back on. We're going to get because we got to get the
What
whole mess.
Well, you know what? I would, I would love to help your
Yeah.
guys
So
community
ain't
to be
nobody gonna be
successful.
mad but the devil. But she said, uh-huh.
You're breaking in and out.
Throw that stuff away. If it has not helped you, if you in the same place, she said before, and I'm gonna help her say it. She said before you talk to her, you got to be ready to learn and you got to be ready to get this up. And then you got to be ready to connect with somebody smarter and somebody already getting the money. And see, I don't have no problem saying that because I like to speak my mind. I feel like Miss Keisha, money is next to oxygen. You can breathe a little bit better in certain places. You have some money, right? Yesterday she told me, was it yesterday we talked on the phone, Lena?
Yes. Uh-huh. Yes.
Okay. Right?
Now, this is one
And
of the
she said, what if you
strategies.
don't got gas in your car, but somebody need to borrow your car? Uh-huh. Go ahead, Lena, tell it.
Okay, this is, you see the business card right here? Oh, okay. You see the business card? And on the back of it, how it go? Isn't that there's a nickel? You see it? And then it's a business card
Oh
with a
yeah.
nickel, and on the back of it, there's a message. So if you want to run away with my nickel, you must read my message. You see that? And what
Okay.
did the message? Oh, what is it?
Uh-huh.
So this is just one way people can do.
Okay.
So what's the purpose of a business card? What's
All
the
right.
purpose of a business card? The purpose of a business card is to let other people learn about what you do. Remember, the more they learn, the more they earn. So anybody that have a business, they could do this. They could put a nickel with a little message on the back and your business card. Okay. So if people are looking for ways for financial miracle, they ask, Lord, can I have money miracle sign? Show me a money miracle sign. Isn't this a business card is a sign? A nickel is money. What happened when you add them together? Money sign. And on the back, it'll say money miracle sign, my
Okay.
phone number. Which one will you choose? Number one, $200 per day for 30 days. Number two, $1 a minute for 40 hours for 4 weeks. Or number three, a penny double every day for 30 days. Call and text and ask how. So didn't you just pray for a money miracle sign? And then you found a nickel? And it's taking one step, connect the dot to another dot. Like the Apple, Steve Apple, and he said, you can't see the whole picture, but just do your best and connect each dot.
Mm-hmm.
And when you finish it, the whole picture is already done. And another way, isn't that a good idea?
So
About
don't worry about starting small.
yes, you can get these business card from Vista. And then if you got a whatever business you have, you can start off with this. And then I have this to give away. Mm, it's a container. It's a container. How do I do it? It's a container and it's got the flower pen. You see the flower pen? And then the flower pen, it's
Okay.
got the
So
message on it
you
too.
want to get it?
The flower
Uh-huh.
pen, it's got the message too. So what I do is I hire people to put these flower pen together for me on a packet of 10, and I go to the dentist, the doctors, the waiting room area, the mechanic shop, and give them this free, free. It don't cost any money. And then I have to say, if you need
Wow.
refill, call and text me, and that's how. So it cost me uh, one pen. It cost me 50 cents to put it together. 50 cents. So I'm making a $5 investment for each
Mm-hmm.
business. So each business that sign up is making
Uh-huh.
me 7,800 a month. So is that worth it? $5 investment is making you 7,800 a month. Isn't that 100,000 a year for one location? That's my
Okay. Did y'all get
that's
those
my
numbers?
that's my Coca-Cola distribution
Cause
center.
I'm telling you, Miss Lena got the numbers. Yes, she has the numbers. She can tell you she's got all of the formulas of
I
the
can send you
numbers. And
the
what I
bingo.
love about her, she has them here. So, mhm.
Want me to go
Yes.
over about the bingo formula?
Yes. Yes. The bingo
Okay.
formula. Now, would you tell us about it? And I want you to, yeah. And if you and wait a minute before you go forward, since our video is kind of, the sound is skipping. If you write it as you go, and then you can't miss this. All right, Miss Elena, go ahead and hit us with it. What that bingo mean?
So
She's got a bingo formula.
the bingo formula is 5 step. BINGO is 5 letters. You see that? And basically, can you imagine playing the bingo card
Uh-huh.
and that bingo card
BINGO. Okay.
and that bingo card is always a winning number, a winning card?
Okay.
Okay, so if we want
And it's the
miracle
winning
result,
card. She said it ain't the losing card. We're gonna win tonight.
always,
Right.
always a winning card. How about that? Okay, so B1 stand for believe. Okay, believe for better,
Okay.
brighter, bolder,
Okay. So
bigger.
B, she called B out.
Okay, believe better, brighter, bolder, bigger future.
Okay. So she said B is for believing.
B1,
Okay.
B1. Okay,
Okay.
see
So
a
can
lot
I
of
you want me to
people.
repeat it now?
Yes. Okay, and the letter
Okay, I'll
I.
repeat it. She said believe is for believing in a bolder, bigger future. Go ahead.
Okay, and the letter I is
Uh-huh.
I-10. That means 10 individual. Okay, so if we
Uh-huh.
want godly result, then we have to have godly
Okay.
ingredient. Okay, like somebody could go to the Goodwill and buy a $5 shoe and then clean it up. They could resell that shoe for $25. You see that? So that's
Uh-huh.
all they're gonna make is $20. But the rare the ingredient, the higher the value. 10 individual who are indication, impression, impersonate,
Okay. So now would you put okay, okay. So now would uh-huh.
the letter
Would you
I-10.
go ahead and type it up for us, Lena? Put it on there so we could put it on the screen. So she said I is for ingredient. And she said make sure indications of impressions. So that's your I.
And your letter N is stand for N3, which
Individual
is
who are indication impression. So that's your ingredient.
3 day. And N represent now, which is a time zone, 3 day. And if you spell now backward, it's
Uh-huh.
one. One is spelled backward.
Okay. So your
One is spelled backward is now. You see that?
uh,
So if you know you already won, do it now.
okay. Wow.
The letter
Oh
G.
wow. That's good.
So that's why you gotta stir up your gifts, stir up
Ooh,
your sugar.
wait a minute, Lena. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Okay. But hold on, wait a minute, because I want to go back to that just what you just said. That now, that now is for time zone. Don't we always talk about we ain't got time? I don't have time. If I would have did this with my time. But she said, look, because she said it's backwards, you already won. So you already won now when you're doing it. I like that. That mean you already doing it. If you doing it now, you already won.
Yeah,
And
just like
so,
a
Lena,
yeah, just like a life insurance for $1 million. If you just put in $10 a day, I give you $1 million. You already done. $10 a day is $300 a month. People say, "Well, I can't afford $300 a month." Okay, $10 a day. We do a trade. If something happened to your family, they get $1 million. What did you just trade? $10.
mhm.
Does it make sense? Right?
Okay.
The G and
Yeah,
the
it
next one
does.
is
It does. So,
letter O.
okay, let's go back to,
Go ahead.
uh-huh.
Opportunities to remove
Oh,
obstacle that life give you option. Copy and
okay.
paste 5 level. So it's O5. Okay, understand that?
Okay. It says, okay. So what we put it on here, Miss Lena is giving us, she's giving us the bingo card. We're giving, she's actual we talked about finances and governing your finances and earning money and learning the concept of earning money. So what she gave us was the O to the winning cord, the last one, which is opportunities to remove obstacles that life gives you level. Is that right, Lena?
Right? You're in and out.
Okay. All right. So that's the bingo formula.
And it applies to
Okay. Well,
everything.
I know we're really having a problem. Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
one system we
Yeah.
have
I can
is
see
called,
that. I can see
yeah.
that.
Mhm.
Now, could you tell me some? Mm-hmm.
What's the question?
Now, Lena, you said that your father owned a car shop, and from there you got your interest in business. Um, but I need to tell everyone and share with this. This is really how we connected, which was just put on the on our screen here. Put it all on red. She said, "God, if you haven't noticed, every part of her story is God. Every part of her
Mhm.
story has been God. God seen her little boat when they were coming over from Vietnam. God is giving her godly goals, right? And God is my GPS Bible. She said the Bible's her GPS. And you know what? I can tell it is. Because you'll meet people with so much knowledge, plenty, as much as, like I said, we gonna have her back on here. I want you guys to go over some of the information she shared with us, apply some of her principles, apply the winning bingo card to your life. You got to see yourself winning before you win. You got to see yourself as a millionaire before you become a millionaire. You know, a lot of our problem is not really that we're not millionaires or we don't have what it takes. We don't see ourselves as that. So we have to see and where we're trying to move to. Now, Lena said, out of sight is out of mind. So she said, you got to keep that in your mind. Where you going? You can seize
So think of
poverty.
it.
And
Think of
that's
it as
her
like a.
main goal. And I'm you said it's what?
Think of life like a full tank of gas. If you just have to
Okay.
find one item that you're good at and anchor on that. If you have a car, have a full tank of gas. If it's reached halfway, go fill it up. Love to go fill it up rather than, oh, I must go fill it up because you're heading to an empty with a $2 in your car, 2 miles left. That's stress. And then you're heading to a job interview, you gotta put on gas, or you have a hot date, you running late. don't give people don't give people an excuse. I'm sorry, running late. I gotta put some gas. They already discount you when you give them an excuse, and it's very hard
I
to
like
get
that.
back that trust. So if you got an appointment at 12, be there at
Mm-hmm.
11. If you got
Mm-hmm.
a hot date, go to that place the night before to make sure that it's the right place.
Ooh, yeah.
And you gotta bring 2 weeks, 2 eyelashes. You gotta prepare. So if we can prepare for to set a
Nana
clock,
said, come ready. Stay
come.
ready. Keep from getting ready. That's already be ready. Oh, yes. I like that. Keisha
So
said,
so if we can,
make your first impression your best impression.
yes.
Right. Right.
So when I say think of
Because
life like
I
a,
think the whole
see cutting out.
mhm, okay.
And you know what?
Okay.
I
So she
I can
said think
give
of life as a full
I could give away. You see my book? I got a book. You see my little face?
uh-huh.
Lana Pam.
Okay.
Oh, I got a book. So
Okay.
this is like my lead generation for
Okay.
somebody want to sell a house. So I give them away a book to educate them. What do you need to do to sell top dollar? So who they gonna call as a realtor? See that? And then I'm giving away a book. I have like 500 books at home on how to become successful. All these top books. So Osteen. So if you guys want the book, I'm giving away. So I'm gonna start doing YouTube and Facebook Live and read like 10 nuggets from each book and give these books
Okay.
away. Hmm. So when I do the show,
Okay.
YouTube, Facebook, they're getting a
So
book.
basically she's saying, okay. So what she's saying is when she presents, she gives something. So
So it's not a waste. Yes.
and I want you to resonate that. I want you to soak into that because I know so many people and which I'm gonna sugarcoat anything. She told me straight up. She said, you know what? You don't know any other Vietnam women that are out here that willing to make $1 million and also help others make $1 million and share it free and share the word of God with it. Well, I say first. She said, "You don't know nobody," and I thought in my mind, "You right." Because the first thing that I know tonight, people see me say, "Well, hey, she coming on here. She gonna talk to you about making $1 million, being a millionaire. She's about that life. And she's gave you all the principles that all the millionaires go by. All of the millionaires. You don't hear one millionaire say, "I don't give tithes." You don't hear one millionaire say, "I don't give back." That's part of their cycle. They'll tell you, "I give." That's how you get these big old foundations. We give, we gonna give, because we know we gonna get something. And that's what she's saying with her books. Now, another thing that she's giving knowledge. She's giving knowledge. And man, if you could tap into somebody just giving it to you. And I know for us, I say us, like she said, we need to clean this out. Because we do. We need to clean it out. And we need to rethink our program. Because see, well, what is happening, and when she said it yesterday, she said, "You don't know no other Vietnam woman willing to share the gospel, share $1 million, show you how to get your own. She gonna take you fishing. She ain't gonna give you a piece of fish. She wanna take us fishing with her so we can all eat." Now that's one thing that I was like, wow, this is like she just said with she said, readers are leaders, and they're helpers. And then she said, get a checkup from the neck up. Hey, she talked. I told you, she don't only make money and talk about money. She talk money. You heard me. She talks plenty of cash. Everything about her say cash to me. She said that's the goal. When you have a goal like that, that's what you like to do. Like she said, give one thing you like to do. If it's a car, keep it full of tank, keep it full of gas. Whatever you need to do, keep that going until you get it bigger. Okay. Now, uh, Lena, could you explain to us, and I just get excited talking to her because it's kind of like kindred. Because, like I said, everybody is not ready for that conversation, and everybody don't like that conversation. So being able just to be free and talk to someone about it, or be free and go over some of the theories with someone, and they can talk to me about it, and also encourage me, right? And I really appreciate you joining me tonight. Now, you said reading gets versus regrets. Wow. That's true. That's true. She said read and gets versus regrets. So that means read, invest in yourself. So that way later on down the road, you're not looking back. "Oh, I should have, I could have." I know Jim, he did this and this. And then I'm gonna tell you something else that I noticed about Miss Lena. Miss Lena uses a lot of the old school techniques as well. The Stephen Covey, all of those things she uses. Am I correct, Miss Lena?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Because I can hear it. I can hear it. And Stephen Covey say we should always look to win-win. When we're in
That's
business,
all.
we should always look to win-win. And so what Lena told me yesterday, she said it's a lot of business people, a lot of business people. There's a lot of people making a lot of money, but they don't care about somebody else's win. They don't want other people to win. They don't care about you winning. And she said that is what fuels her heart. That's where God has lightened her up in her church. chest, to say her heart up, to say, look, I want you out of poverty. I want you out of renting houses. I want you out of Section 8. This is what this woman said on that phone and told me. I was like, whoa.
I'm the queen of Section 8.
All right, Miss Lane. I want to hear just a little bit more. I want you to keep putting a little bit of right. Give us some more of them nuggets. Hey, she sure told me. She told me that at her. Now, Lena, where would you start off at if you were just starting off and this was a mountain or an elephant to you? Where would you start off at?
I would start
What would be
off
your
as
first step?
helping people find out what they need and see if you can meet that solution.
Okay.
That makes sense? It's like find out what
Where would
they
you start at?
need, meet them
Uh-huh.
just like Jesus. Jesus be asking the
But
blind
okay,
man.
let me right. So that's what I'm saying. If say I'm the person in need and say my car just broke down, my man just left me. I see you got a divorce book there. So say all these things, life is life in me right now. And you come telling me about these $1 million. Where will you say I need to start at?
You see all these flower pan? This is where you're gonna start.
Oh, I
The
mean,
flower pan and the
uh-huh.
business card. This is where you're gonna start.
o-
And your cell phone. You need those three things. Your cell phone,
Okay. So
the
you
pen, and your business card. You only need three
okay.
things. Yes. Just
Okay.
like the lady with the
Okay.
oil, go borrow, and then God will supply. It's like we give him the match,
Okay.
he give us the fire. God give him something.
Okay.
So
So
with this
it
power,
sound like to me you're saying I got to have some faith too.
oh, faith without work is dead. He didn't say faith without work is Section 8 and remain stagnant and depend on the government. See, we live in America, the land of opportunity. I have a
Okay.
friend, they want to come to
Okay.
America and study in America. It costs them $40,000 to go to 12th grade.
Okay.
$40,000. While
Okay.
somebody in America don't take advantage of that system.
Okay. Okay. Now what she telling us now, this is what she telling us and this is birthright. Now that's what I heard her say. Cuz I'm American. She said, "Hey, we shouldn't have to be with lack here. This is our birthmark." She said as a fact, she said it's a gold mine. I heard her say. So what I would say is I really hate that that our recording tonight is so glitchy because she has a whole lot to say. She has a whole lot of knowledge. That's right. That's right. She said we do not need to depend on the government. We do not. We do not. And I think we have not because we what? What's the rest of it later?
We ask not because we have not. We
We
ask
have
not.
not.
We seek not. We knock not.
That's right. That's right. So she said we have not because we have not, and that's not even her saying. That's in the word. we didn't. And I've seen Keisha say, our CEO say, make write your plans, write your goals, and make them known. But I would say, give away some of your old thoughts. Pride is to say, like I said, every time I talk to Miss Lena, I'm writing something down. I'm gonna get mine right. Write the vision and make it plain. That's right. So that's the scripture that I've seen that a whole lot this month. Not for your year, but for your life, for our life. Let's get this together. It's so much, like Miss Lena said, it's so much here. It's so much here. And the only reason why we don't got it is either we don't network, we're not reading, we're not investing, and who we're moving with. That's the whole thing. Cause when she first started talking, she told us, "Hey, you got to be like people that where you want to be at, and you got to listen to them because that's a lot of our problem. We don't want to listen. We don't want to trust. We don't want to. We some of us don't want to follow. But sometimes you got to say, "Hey, this person might have a bigger plan, and then I can." And she said, "Copy and paste it." So what she's saying is, if you seen it work for Johnny, copy and paste his stuff. Not stealing it, but she just saying copy and paste it. If you see some, like she said, you go buy a pair of shoes from the thrift store, remake them, sell them for $20 when you bought them for 2 or 3. Have that in your mind in a vision. She has the pens. That's her publicity. That's her marketing. And who haven't sat in an office and looked at that stuff and fiddled around with that stuff, right? And who haven't thought about, oh wow, I found a nickel or I found a penny. This must be from heaven. And then she got the rest of the information down there.
You want to
And I
hear
really
the
like
about
her saying to do it
the
now.
blank deposit slip revelation? The blank deposit slip revelation. So today I went to the bank and
Uh-huh.
deposited my little check, and this lady, she looked really sharp,
Mm-hmm.
and I just compliment her look. I said, "Wow, you're looking sharp." I mean, she's like in her 60, and she dressed like a 20, right? And she was so happy when I compliment her. You know what? I walk away with her phone number. I gave her the
Okay.
pen. I gave her the pen.
Uh-huh.
She gave me her number. Her name is Lillian. And then I said, and she go, let's talk after you do your transaction. So her transaction got a little problem. So I just left. And then I called my mom, said, call her back. And she said she's still in Koger. I said, okay. And said, hey, let's go get a drink. And she said, oh, there's a Taco Cabana there. Okay, then I'll go Taco Cabana. And we talk for 30 minutes and make a friend and a relationship. Just out from that pen and from the business card. Okay. And the
Uh-huh.
blank deposit slip, the blank deposit slip is when you go to the bank, they have a deposit slip in the counter, right? So I got me a stack of it, like 20 of them. Okay. And so when you have a client call in, you put down the date, give yourself 1 month to get that transaction done. So you don't put in, okay, Roberta called me today. She's looking for a house. And so I asked her all the qualification. I asked her all questions to make sure that she's qualified to work with me, right? And then so I know that she's a good client. And you know what I did? I go ahead and give myself a estimated commission, $1,000 if it's 2,000 rent. So I put $1,000. I give myself 30 days
Okay.
to close her file. and I put down 10 steps. I need to do 10 steps to turn that lead into dollar sign. So on my pipeline, that's on the plate. So, I have 3 plate. One is zero, one is 1% to 25%, 25 to 50% done, 50% to 75%, 75 to 100%. You see that? So people say faith without work is dead. So there's two street, faith and work, teamwork, teamwork.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Would you
Faith
like
and
a
work. Wow.
yeah?
Now, and you know what I was going because I've wrote checks to myself, not deposit checks, but just checks that I was going that I imagined as well. So it does. You'd be surprised. Faith is something else when you work it. When you work it, faith is amazing. God is amazing. And he comes, before when I had talked to her, she had inboxed me, but she said, God don't want his people like this. And I was like, wow. And that was the very first time she messaged me. She messaged me about God's people and how he wants them free to do things and how he wants them to make money and have what they need. And so when she sent that, I said, wow, all right. Okay. Well, she wanted to know about my I got a check and I wrote it as if somebody wrote it to me. And the check, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the amount because I didn't spend that. It's over with. But anyway, I wrote it for $50,000, and because I just that's how much I wanted. Now I have one in my drawer over here, 10 million, because I got the 50,000. It took me a year for it to check to me, and then I received the check to me, right? So I got, and it was for exactly how much I said. I said 50,000, and that's how much that check was that I picked up when I went to the gentleman's office, and with a receipt on it.
Awesome.
So yes, it works out. So it does work out. It does work out. And like I said, I have one in my drawer over here, 10 million. I'm not gonna even joke with you guys. I'm being honest. And it's over here in this drawer. And it's gonna be there until I get pick up that next 10 million from somebody's building, somebody's office. And I'm gonna take it to the bank and it's gonna be written out just like that one over there in that drawer. Cause I when I got that first one, I said I didn't ask for enough. Cause I limited what God was gonna give to me. I limited it, and but He gave it to me, but I still put limits on it. So this time is the amount that I want, and that I believe that I'm gonna receive. So I really like that. I really like that. Well, we're about to close out. Lena, is anything you want to leave for our audience? How they can reach you? Again, I'm going to have her on again. Next time, we're going to make sure we get this audio thing together because she got plenty of knowledge. I tell you. Go ahead, Lena.
Yeah, thank you, Roberta. Thank you, Keisha, for inviting me to the show. Is fun, and I hope this message will reach out to mass, and we can take the believers, we can take the churchgoers, and take what you learn from God's word. Let's plug into the opportunity and turn into the natural, turn into reality, because the world will judge us by our fruits. Are we home ownership? Are we walking love? Are we walking angry? Are we walking double minded? No, stay on the narrow road. The broad road leads to destruction. So if whatever the past is, if we're going the wrong way, let's reroute back to the GPS of love, truth, prosperity, peace. Yeah. So you know what? We can help. We can help so many people with the system, with the opportunities that we have. And I'm licensed as a realtor, a financial counselor, advisor, and a recruiter. So I'm giving people job. So once they make this extra income, then they can start fixing their financial life. That's it. We good?
Okay. So it's Lena Pham, Phan. She is on Facebook and other social media. You can also hit me up in Messenger as well. She's got some keys. She's got some
The master
keys. You
key.
better believe it. And I really appreciate it. I like that she said we're gonna be walking in love. So I'm gonna end this with love you all and thank you all for sharing this time with
Thank
us.
you.
We're gonna certainly have her again. Next time you'll be ready because I'm telling you, this lady continues on teaching. When she talks, she teaching and preaching. And baby, and she talk about some money. So it's really good. So good night, y'all.
Good night. Thank you.
There's a sparkle in your eyes.